EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Has this one teed up. Off we go from Soldier Field. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. Open man is Jennings. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
2 and out on 1st down. That one pulled in by Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
6-yard line. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
A shotgun snap to two. Moving outside the pocket. He runs with it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
He'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. You can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a giant 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
On play action, Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And that'll go for for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Oh, looking end zone, but is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Back to throw is Tua. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. From the gun, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Etienne. He'll work forward for a couple. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. That's complete to Etienne. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Tua gonna throw. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 35 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. ETN. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Tua. In trouble, and down he goes. Zach Bond getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for ETN. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Bears, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A run up the middle with Chubb. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Picked off by the all-pro Marlon Humphrey. And the Bears are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Play action, it's Tua. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Tua. And that is incomplete.
little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will open up a 9-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Love. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. Now, here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Hall. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
From the gun, a give to ETN. Falls out. One of the Giants has it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up the 1st down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Wide open is Kirk. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, faking the give. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And At this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. 2 and out on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it and just couldn't come down with the pick.
Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. That is Brian Branch, Pro Bowl, up from his safety spot to record the sack. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. On first and 10. It's tough. He'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Love. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Giants.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down at critical moments, That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Second down throw for Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Running is Chubb. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Love. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Let's go now. Set.
Here's Love to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Chubb. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. On play action, Love. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
They'll motion over Samuel.
Ready.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Take over a 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
20, TX. Watch it, Oscar.
A shotgun snap for 2. That one complete to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Let's go. Solo left side on.
From the gun, here's Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This one fielded beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
On the set. Right, set.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Here's Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Ready?
To throw is Love. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Ready?
We'll go play action, and he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter.
5 yards.
LaFonte David in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
They need one right now. Third and long.
Black Ultra, 33. Yellow, Blaster, 6. Cut.
Throwing is low. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They'll throw up here. First and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Love, a throw out wide. That is dropped. That should be a live football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Love. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Love. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal. Chubb. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. He's got his big tight end. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Raymond Jones. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. inside the gun, Tagovailoa. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Tua. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
On the draw, the give to ETN.
Nice job by the running backs making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, and this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
At their own 46-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this one with a three tight end look.
Yell it. Smith, red. Ready.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On third down, they go with Chubb, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Giants sending out their punter. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The Giants sending out their punter. Important punt here in this tie game late. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
17-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw is Tua. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. Loose inside the 30. And And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 56 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Out here. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Here's second down. They'll run out here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Bears will go up by 7. The kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Black 40.
On first down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
He'll step up and run, and he's going to be taken down for 37. Here's first and 10. Here we go. One final play. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And check it out, Joe Mixon. A 56-yard touchdown run. The Rams win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the Saints' defense coming up with the big play. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Saints come away with a victory. They win by 6. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears hosting the New York Giants. And this is shades of 1985. The Bears defense getting it done. The offense throws back to the wall. It's picked off, and you don't have to go far now. Touchdown. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.